Good day, everyone. We are the third group, and we are here again to discuss the findings of the research that we had done over the past few weeks for our case study number 2, which is all about the 6 elements of light. Again, before going any further to discussion, we request for your silence and attention as we go over the lesson, and we do request the necessary comments and assistance of our professor if needed. This report will revolve around the following topics: project name and details, architect, building type, location, and of course, the specified element of light in the project. These topics are again evenly distributed and will be reported by the 6 members of the group. And so, without further ado, let us advance to the first element of light, which is the clerestory. This will be reported by Ms. LYVIL de Castro.
Here are the elements of light: the clerestory, translucent wall, light well, atrium, silver window, indirect light, and skylight. The topic I chose in this with 5 elements is clerestory. Clerestory is a portion of an interior rising above adjacent rooftops and having windows admitting daylight to the interior. The name of the building that I chose is LYVIL Contemporary. This contemporary home renovation project was by architect Robert GWYN, located in NW, Washington, D.C. The design focused on infusing the space with light and creating a seamless transition between interior and exterior spaces. The owners prize the art collections, which includes works by luminaries Helen Frankenthaler, Sam Gilliam, and George Condo, was important to the renovation. It was critical to integrate the internal rooms with the garden. Interior materials have been pared down to accent the art in the renovation. The addition of the new stone flooring from the interiors to neighboring terraces and into garden improves the integration of these places. Doors and windows fold open, creating an opening air connection to strengthen this bond. And this project mixes art, light, and landscape. The proposal integrates the contemporary architectural languages that coexist with a classic house in a well-established neighborhood.
A residential house in Busan was designed by architect Makoto Tanijin, located at Hiroshima Prefecture in Japan. The specified element of light applied in the project was its translucent walls. What is translucent walls? Translucent walls are soft, diffuse natural lighting made with cellular polycarbonate material. The translucent wall panel systems insulate better and a more cost-effective alternative to a conventional glass wall. What makes it better is that these industrial strength walls are impact resistant and low maintenance.
This 1940s home in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam has an elongated light well, renovated by the local architectural firm Ken Chak O. Ken Chak O introduced a light well between the buildings to provide residents with an outer area protected from the hustle and bustle of the city streets along the frontage. To create the void, the architect added a roof to the vestibule with a large curved opening on one side. The fountain runs along the front wall of an old existing brick house. This brick house has been removed and replaced with curved glass for a glimpse of the space. A pool surrounded by stones was placed at the foot of light well. A perforated wall of stuck tiles wraps around the pool and creates cushioning between the square and the street.
Sliver windows. Sliver windows provide a tenuous and unexpected base to the floating wall above them in this living space. They focus views to the nearby trees and by extending the windows wall to wall. And here's an example of structure that showing the application of sliver window. The name of this structure is the laboratory, and the structure's architect is Mr. Randy Brown. The architect purchased this property and decided to move into the house while facing construction projects. The intention is for the project to be laboratory for architectural experiments. The building type of this structure is residential house located at Omaha, Nebraska. The specified element of light in the project is sliver window.
Hello again. For the 5th element of light, we have the indirect light. This element pertains to the light source whose light also illuminates other objects in a room with an even light distribution. Naturally, we have indirect light from the sunlight shining through a window, illuminating a room with a soft, even light. Thus, indirect light is used to create ambience. It makes the room feel light, warm, and welcoming, as it does not add illumination to the room with sharp contrast of light and shadow as the directional type of light. Now, this element is the specified element used in the building that we'll be discussing for today. The image that you can see on the left side of the presentation is the interior part of the Dock 9 South. This building is a university chapel designed by Urgel Pinedo Urgel Architects. It is located in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Now, if you'll closely observe the images provided, you can see that the distribution of light is even. It was said that the use of sunlight as a source of light is praised by architecture and religion, and it is more importantly essential in the conception of a sacred space. Now, the following images that you can see showcases the use of indirect light in the Dock 9 South Chapel. The architect made use of 3 hidden skylights between the folded walls that define the space in the main nave to allow the natural light to pour down without distracting the parishioners' attention. Furthermore, 2 skylights on the side accompanied the ambulatories, making its directionality to the altar, which is the main area of the rite. Thus, this is how the indirect light was used in this building. These given design solutions are just few of the examples that are executed by making use of the 5th element of light. And so, this is where my report ends. Following this element is the 6th and last element of light, the skylight.
Good day everyone, I am Kevin Reyes from Arc 1A and I'll be the one to discuss the skylight. So the chosen building here is the Fulton Center. So what is Fulton Center? Fulton Center is a subway and retail complex located in the lower Manhattan of New York City. It is designed by Nicholas Grimshaw and James Carpenter Design Associates. Now, if we are now to discuss the specified elements of light in the project, it is the skylight. So, what is skylight? Skylight is a window installed in the roof or a ceiling. Or it can be a roof opening covered with translucent or transparent glass or transparent design to admit daylight. If you are to ask me, what are the advantages of using skylight? Some of those are the natural light, less power consumption, good lighting, and it gives character to the structure.
And so, these are the 6 elements of light. It is my hope that you all learned something new from us today. Again, we are the 3rd group. Thank you for watching and see you again on our next case.